And we won $100 because we checked back the turn. True, by the way, because we were just bet, jammed, GG, see you later, unlucky. Nice. Alright, limp the ace jack, which we don't have to limp, we can raise as well, but limp sometimes, raise sometimes. We'll see. Nice flop, check in. We're just going to min bet the turn. It's a hand we obviously quite like if they want to make a move or do something or whatnot, and we didn't get any action. We could check there and hope they go for a bluff bluff, but I'm a little bit worried they just check back a 2 or a 3 or whatever. So I think it's quite nice to min bet there, where like if they've got 2-bet plus, it's going to raise. It's kind of regardless. And I don't think there's too many, let's say, like sticky sort of mid-range hands there, because I think typically a lot of 7 and 8x is going to bet the flop. So I think we can typically range our opponent quite nicely to like complete air, which is obviously favouring, well, complete air probably favours the check. But it's not ton, like weirdly enough, there's actually a lot of like if you've just got 10-4 with a spade, it's probably going to call him in bet. As was my hope. So that was I think it's a good exploitative sizing use there. Now, maybe Did You Know saw through us and folded 2 pair, but I wouldn't fold 2 pair. We're going to jam king queen. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's Neapolitification. I jump in the house. Hello, I jump in. And Monsieur Freddy Druga. Bonjour, bonjour, mon ami. Let's take 20 away. So very briefly, we dipped above 1,000 and now crash and burning. Playing poker, streaming, interacting with chat, working on memes and half-time shows. When are you taking a vacation, Tomo? Gregor, we could say the same thing about you, my friend. You're playing poker, you're in the sessions, you're coaching, you're making t-shirts, you're doing announcements. Very, very busy, huh? It's a joy. It's a joy to do it. It's also like I also realized that. So I chatted to a couple of friends today, and they're really busy with work, and they find it really stressful, and they had to wake up at 7 a.m. and work till 9 p.m. or something. And I'm like, oh, I have tough days too. What was your tough day, Tomo? Yeah, I did 4 hours of coaching. I chatted to Wubs for about 2 hours. Oh, that sounds tough. And then what happened? What time do you have to get up for that? Oh, about 1 p.m. Oh, yeah, that's just really, really tough. And then what did you do in the evening? Had a bath and then played some poker. It's quite fun. You know, it's quite a fun day. All right, we're not getting action at 20s. 50s? No, let's not chase losses. Let's go play some 10s, I guess. Mouton says, I came with a question today. How precise do you advise to know Nash? For example, pushing 6-3 off, learning that 2BB instead of 1.7B is a small problem or absolutely not? So you're right, it's a small problem. But it is a problem. And the question is, every little area of poker, right, that you can work on that is helpful will help you. Hey, look, it's a 10x. Ooh, hang on, Jack. We're coming. Not the right one, but look, this is great. We wait, and then we get ace-3 into ace-5, and we chop. Okay, we chop. That's good. Where's the ooh? Ooh. So it's a great question, Mouton. Yeah, and something we were talking about in coaching this week, I believe, was trying to encourage guys not to sort of see that just because something is a small edge that it's not worth. You have to think about the small edge combined with the frequency of which it appears in your game. So if you're looking at check raising river spots after donking turn or something, it's incredibly infrequent. Like as an example, that you might do it 1 every 10,000 games. So to improve that by 1 BB, this has a pretty minimal impact, right, on your win rate. Here, back to straight, back to flush draw, bottom pair. Lots of things going for us in this hand. I like the sizing so far. That's cool. I like that we've turned trips. We lose to aces, we lose to kings. That's about it. Maybe ace-4. Not really there. King-4's more there. So, just calling again. Sizings are 1/3, 1/3. kind of interesting sizing, but I guess we'll call it again. And I mean, we're calling it river. Like, we chop with all 4x anyway. Hopefully not aces, hopefully not kings. Not thrilled, but didn't want to play. I wasn't thrilled. Didn't feel great. I don't think we can fold though. I have a pretty high threshold for like seeing it's a cooler. It feels like a cooler, right? Thank you very much for following Pokemon. We need to run the giveaway because that was actually a 10x, right? Oh, that would have been nice, huh? Something felt funny about the hand. I don't know what. Maybe it's just hindsight. It felt funny, but I wasn't feeling great. Yeah, so keep answering your question, Monsieur Possible, Monsieur Mouton. All the little 1%ers do add up, right? And so if you find the more areas you can find to add 1% to your game, even though individually they don't seem like that much, there's a compounding effect where all these little 1%ers can add up to a big percentage improvement. And so I think it's important to not dismiss things just because they don't seem like they don't add much to your game in isolation. Having said that, it is also the case that sometimes people can get too fixated on tiny little details of the game when actually there's bigger structural problems within the game. So it's about getting that balance right between understanding the kind of have you got fundamental problems within some of your strategies, and once you eliminate those fundamental problems, then you can start delving into more of the details and making sure that you're picking up every little bit. Every little helps, as Tesco's would like to say. So yeah, I think that's certainly the learn the low-hanging fruit. I think is very well said. Yeah, absolutely. And so I think that's another way of saying it. It's certainly not the end of the world, right? And so you can make half a BB Nash mistakes and still be a very winning player, no problem. Of course, the better you can learn about poker, the better, right? I'll fold the 2-8 suit. It's funny, so yeah, with the 5-4 suit, I know Gregor says, the privilege to do little things that I get to do seeing someone. I love it. I ask about the curtain because I have a similar looking curtain on one on my right as well. Oh, nice. I assume yours is IKEA, right? Are you enjoying the quality of your curtain? Jerry Maguire is here. Hello, Jerry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Alfredo Bowman. I realised I got my notes up, so let's put these notes down here. Alfredo, you had a bluff against me once. But yeah, we should move the notes here. But anyway, I'm running out of time. Sorry. I probably should raise, but I got distracted. What you had in there, say? Greg says, if you folded that 5-4, you would evolve from the Britnet to the Brit Supernet. It is interesting, by the way. So, like, I know that looks like, well, that's a ridiculous fold to make. But what are we beating for value? We chop with value, right? So he has 4x as well. Definitely see he bets it. But which hand does he... let's imagine no bluffs there, right? Let's imagine the reg doesn't bluff. Which hand do we beat that goes bet, bet, bet for value on that ace, king, 4-4, 8 board? Like queens isn't there. Does ace 10? Not really there anyway. But let's say ace queen suited. Does it go bet, bet, bet for value? So we beat ace king suited. We maybe beat ace king off if he raises it, but people don't raise ace king off. They limp it or shove it. So ace king off isn't there. So we beat ace king suited. 3 combos. Or 2 combos, actually. I mean, maybe he shoves an ace. But it's funny because, like, I think in isolation, it's not a great spot. As I said, I don't feel great about it, but it's trips. We're not folding, but at the same time, yeah. Anyway, Rumsen was indeed the question this week. There you go, exactly. Bobby, giveaway. Exactly, we're doing the giveaway. Sorry, we are doing that. If I could just get Streamlabs to work, which I can't. Dusby said, isn't Party Poker the less profitable software to play with at the moment? 261. No. It's a regular environment, yes, but the rate back is higher. So there are pros and cons. And I think if you're no HUDs, which is a pro and a con, right? If you're someone that really enjoys HUDs, if you don't really enjoy the reg battling aspect, and you want to play, especially if you want to put lower volume in, then it's probably it's better to play a different site. But I would say like, yeah, it's that's not the flop we want, is it? Ace King of Hearts. I guess we'll check. Also, really interesting to see a limp call at this stack depth, because I mean this shouldn't really be too many unpaired hands, right? So this is just. But then you wouldn't shove aces or kings without a club, would you? I mean, we're folding obviously, but yeah, interesting how deep dinero. Do you have? Maybe you just have. We block both kings and aces, especially the one without the club, but maybe just have queens with or something. I'm not sure. King Queen suited and King Queen off might play like this as well. Which hand was that, by the way? Let's call our Jack 5. That was. Trying to see which hand we're on. Oh, that was with when we had. No, which hand was that, Mouton? I can't remember. Knew it was a good question, as always. As always, Mouton providing the good questions. You're welcome. Bobby says, Team So On, do you know any interactive training sites for spins? Have you paired for MTTs and it's Unreal, but not for spins? Bobby, what are you looking for in an interactive training site? So, like, what would be the features you'd want? Obviously, there's lots of equilibrium solvers, right? And so that those are options, and those will help, can help you understand the game. They actually can also hinder it, I think, if you're misapply the information. That's a good flop. Nice hand, De Niro. Let's start with a check. And we'll start with a check. Back to straight draw, back to flush draw. Ace up board, typically going to be 100% c-bet. I think there's room to raise here. Not frequently want to raise, but I do think we want to take. This is one of our better hands. So like a 3.3. I think you should get enough folds from a lot of Queen 4, Queen 5, Queen 6, etc., etc. Probably, I would guess from a equilibrium point of view, probably get slight overfolds from the population, but anyway. Paulo Silva, yo, boa sorte, Paulo, obrigado. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry, Mouton. As soon as someone says it, because of a silly delay, you're like, which hand was that? King Christina Kindred might play this way. I see what you mean, like trying to fold out a chop or something. Do you think? Possibly. I think it's pretty unusual to try and fold out a chop. Do we actually? I'm going to go for a check back here. This is such a terrible card. Probably a hand that bought turn there should be a bunch of donking on, and I don't think there would be. And I think this hand is really delicate in terms of like, it does not like betting and calling this turn at all against typical ranges. Every straight is there, by the way. 4-2, 4-7, 7-8, already 48 combos. Every two pairs there as well. Bets pot on the river. We beat some 9x. Might even fold this, but I'm too nitty to fold. But we didn't go broke. And so you can see maybe we won. Maybe you take that as a small win, if that makes sense. I probably would have folded, honestly, the river off stream. But I thought I'll just call on stream so you guys know I'm not an idiot for checking the turn. This is not quite a 10x, Bobby. Sorry, we're playing 20s now, so we've actually moved up. So this is actually a 5x. Sorry to get your hopes up. Now, because we managed to fold, because we didn't go broke with that jacks, we now have a chance to actually double up again. I like that, you know what I mean? I like the fact that that may be a check back on the turn that ends us winning $100. What a lovely title for a YouTube vid, if anyone was clipping these and putting them on YouTube. This check on the turn won me $100. That's pretty good, isn't it? A lot of random bluffs. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly, my point being is that, yeah, we can't, it's weird, isn't it? We kind of, in that spot, as strong as the hand we have, we kind of are only beating a random bluff, right? Or chopping. I mean, lots of 4x. So I'm not really advocating for a fold, but it is. We definitely. It is interesting, right? I certainly think we could fold an ace x, for example, in that situation, if a guy's under bluffy. Now we don't have that note, but yeah. I want them to put me in the random spots and pick the action bet sizings. Yeah, so you can do that with GT, some of the equilibriums. You can do that with GTO base, GTO Wizard as well. You can also do that with GTO Plus. So there are definitely options. Tough to say exactly which would be the best. Like, I really, really, really like Flopzilla, and I have liked it all my life, and I will like it for all my life. I am wedded to Flopzilla. It was there. It's my first, my last, it's my everything, I would say. I love Flopzilla. I'm not paid by them at all, but I've promoted it all my life. Just in terms of nail down combinatorics, right? You nail down combinatorics, you think about poker with so much more clarity. The Pocket Jack sound is a perfect example, nailing down combinatorics. You understand there's 48 straight combos there. Bam, that's a huge part of the range, right? And we won $100 because we checked back the turn. True, by the way, because we were just bet, jammed, GG, see you later, unlucky. Nice. All right, we'll go again. Back up to $1,000, happy days. Back down to $980, happy days.